But right now,
All right, welcome to Talk About Paint Club, your tri-monthly tangent from the world around you. I'm your host, Rick Strohmeyer, and welcome to Friday.
Today is not Saturday, Dylan, but I have a show tomorrow, so we're talking about the show today.
So we are joined with the Mad Hattress, and we have Devil's Knot joining us tonight to discuss tomorrow's show and the reason why we are one day early. And quick housekeeping note: this is the last show of the month. So we'll see you in July, excuse me. But after this show by 8:30 Eastern time, Booze and Buddies on Instagram. So when you're done here, go ahead and watch it. If you're watching this recorded, you missed Booze and Buddies. Sorry. So without further ado, we have a guest. He is a toy collector, toy customizer, and good friend of the show and of us ourselves. It is Devil's Knot. So,
welcome. Good on, y'all. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Good to be here.
Yeah, you bet.
I never thought I'd be sandwiched in between two people whose art I have in my house. So this is fun for me.
There you go.
The best Oreo ever.
Okay.
I feel like you do that shit on purpose because you know I'm an emotional, stupid bitch bag over here.
Don't be an emotional, stupid bitch bag. That's stupid.
Yeah. That's like in Stranger Things. Dumb gets you killed. Don't be dumb.
He just said, "Did you say words like bitch bag?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's me. It's me."
All right. So
should we go through Carlin's list of dirty words to get this kicked off?
We're not monetized anyways.
Yeah, fuck it.
Did not see it coming. All right, so we're doing this Friday because Nicole has her Pride and Art show tomorrow at the Mothership in Philadelphia. Devil's Knot has a piece in it. I have a piece in it, and so yeah, we're just gonna do a little bit talk about Pride and whatnot tonight, and show off some of the things that are in the regular format, scheduled format, et cetera, et cetera. So, as the average icebreaker, what are we drinking tonight, James?
Well, for me, it's Coca-Cola over ice. So
there you go, Coke on the rocks. Choletta?
And we got a rock in a bowl.
Mine's a really like a few hour old coffee.
Ew.
With water, and in the fridge I have a coconut smoothie.
Did you put the lime in the coconut?
And I drink it all up.
I have juice. Just juice. There's painting to be done after this. All right. So
never drinking paint, man. It's dangerous.
It costs money because, like, I will fucking forget. I will leave brushes behind, or I'll leave paints open. So
I want to see you drunk painting emotionally, like on a big ass canvas, like crying and painting.
You won't get
like that. Every once in a while you stop, get on your knees and just weep gently into your own breast, and then get back up and paint some more.
You won't. That won't.
So you know that neon bully painting that I did? That is a child of exactly that kind of situation. Like leaning over and hurting my back and going.
Do you still have that painting, or did you sell it?
I didn't sell it. It's on my wall.
Right on. See, and you should keep that forever, man. Unless you give it to me, I'll
did
take it
make
if you want to
I
get
did
rid of it.
scan it. I scanned it professionally, like to get prints made, so like I could
Nice.
sell it to other people.
Good. Make that money, girl. Money.
All right, so we're gonna kick into
Do we want to start? Do you want to see the show set up so far, or do we want to talk about your pieces first?
Are you in the gallery itself?
Yeah, I can go downstairs.
Holy shit. Yeah, man. Let's do this.
Yeah, go on.
Well, I got in on the right show.
My generous host, Aaron.
There, hey, Aaron.
Aaron.
I'm done here now. I know. I'm telling everybody. He's being so sweet and vacuuming for me. And I'm a simpleton, so it's funny. Okay, so it's not done yet, obviously, and don't mind me. How do I flip this?
What's up, Ghosty?
Hey.
How do I flip the camera? Oh wait, other camera. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I'm stupid. I'm learning. How about that?
There you go.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right. Hey, there you
All
go.
And all of a sudden there were toys.
So this isn't going to be like staying. It's like I got more stuff coming. Like not crazy a lot, but like a few things coming. And you know, like obviously Rick's canvas is going to go up. Your piece is going to have to come down. A few things from Plastic Pizza's coming. But anyways, we got lost. Oh wait, which way am I? Oh God, this isn't mirrored. Fuck my life. Okay. Oh God, help me. Okay. this is Tree Face. I always say his name wrong, and he's gonna kill me one day. Karaneko. Roar Toys. Cones. Oh Jesus, this is difficult. Hold on. I gotta make this. This is so.
Jesus
hard.
Christ, Nicole.
There we go. Okay.
Are you fucking this up?
Oh, the bill is funny.
That's by Cones.
Dude, I've been watching Cone's work on that. That is so fucking cool. I love that piece.
That's
amazing.
Because I'm old enough to remember that.
Yeah.
Schoolhouse Rock. Yeah.
And I'm just.
It's a shame. It's some shame. Nobody in Congress remembers that song.
Yeah.
And look, his cat matches. You know. Kind of matches, but you know what I mean, like the color vibes. And so I love this, and I told him when I was like really young, and you know, like your school assignment was to like write how a bill becomes a law. I actually drew him sitting on the Capitol steps.
Oh.
And people thought I was so fucking ridiculous, and I was like, I should have known right then and there that I was going to be like an extra bitch for art. Anyways, so yeah, big. This thing glitters like crazy. It's like hollow, and I wish I could get it in the camera. Then we got Resin Rocky. Will it be incredibly loud there? I'm so sorry to tell you this, but I don't subscribe to the over-sensory blow your ears out and it take until Friday for me to somehow have my voice back motion. Doopy.
I'm literally stuck in the middle here. Stop it.
This is by Inktoos. I love this one. I love all of these. And it's just really unfair because I have a rule about, you know, buying art that's not like buying art from this until after the show. So fuck all y'all.
You should be allowed one piece.
Loud color. Yeah, Loud Colors.
Oh, barely
That's
available. That looks great.
It's a matte. And then, you know, it's funny. This is a barely custom, but it's by Bunny Mistress.
Oh, wow.
And then we got Trevor.
That's a great platform. Like that barely.
I'm gonna have to get somebody to mail me one of those ectopods.
That barely available platform is really cool. I had a great time painting.
It is. I've only ever done one.
This is J Phil and me.
I need to get a hold of one of those. Yeah,
these are so amazing. And so Trevor is awesome because he made 3 like test casts, and Trevor, Tommy, and I all have one now. So we're like, I told him that it's like our Horcruxes. Like we're like Deathly Hollows. Like put us together. And so then this is Glow Man Dan, fucking insane. Look at Hungry Ghost came out with it, man.
Holy shit,
He
dude.
has
Oh, wow.
he has been like hiding for a little bit, and this motherfucker came out.
We're gonna have to talk about those offline.
We'll talk.
That's good.
And then we got Fat Dads.
The dudes.
Sorry, I
Hey, there you
I
go.
have it in a cloche because I don't want it to knock over because it's fragile. Same with Fet's
Oh,
piece.
Fet.
It's
Nice.
Divine as Ursula, since that's what Ursula was modeled after. And then we have Surge. This cute
Okay.
little canvases back there.
Surge's stuff is always so fun, man. I have a lot of Surge's stuff.
Surge's, yeah, Surge's great.
And look at Dead Boy. Fucking coming out hot with his first show shit. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
dude, this is
Is
amazing.
that a Burger McFerguson? A double Burger McFerguson?
Yeah.
That's
And look,
awesome.
and it's their clouds, and then
That's
he made the
rad.
rainbow. So it inserts.
That's
to
really
itself,
cool.
and then it's a set of the burgers, and you get this cute little. And this is Dylan Gregory.
Nice.
It's a little set, and then here, that's Ruffman.
Dude. My state mate.
And then I figured I'd put the raffle pieces together because it made the most
Good
sense. So you got Snack Rabbit and her, amazing packets, Chick's Temple, and then what everyone has been harassing me for the last 4 days, 5 days.
This is as close as I will ever get to a Muffin Man piece. So thank you. I sincerely appreciate it.
Are they up for raffle or raffle to purchase? Or
Yeah,
what's
they're lotto. Yeah, so raffle to purchase. Yeah, since I had everyone ask, fill it out and choose. I can't be the bad guy,
right.
and that was the whole point. Haha.
And how much are those?
These are $250, and this is only $45.
Wow,
It's crazy.
The sauce
I
package?
think he has 80. Yeah, the sauce packets are 45. And then I know
You're gonna get
Revised
the
D
tickets
has
off those,
another
man.
one coming in too. And then
How much
Evil Grace has his.
How much of this show is Blacklight reactive? Do you know?
Oh, I have my light upstairs. I should have brought it down. I'm sorry.
Well,
I know that this is.
It's too bright.
I know
out
this
in there
is.
right
I know
now.
this is. Like offhand for a fact. Like I know that. I know that. I know that one. I know that one. All of these. That definitely is all glow because it's fucking Glow Man Dan. This is Thermo, I believe.
That's cool.
Who did that little Mickey skeleton pink thing that you were just on? Who was it? Who did that?
That's Revised D.
That's Revised D. Right on. El Raton.
Yeah.
Nice.
So he's bringing another piece too, which I thought was super sweet. He's sending it with Plastic Pizza, who is hilariously driving all the way up here.
Just for anybody that might be watching, Revised D actually has a giveaway going on right now on his Instagram page for a La Raton. So if anybody's interested, head over.
That's very
a cotton candy color version, and then these glow orange, and they're amazing. But I don't know the rest. I know that these are UV reactive, but I don't remember offhand if that's the rest of most of it. So
I didn't even think about trying to add elements to mine. I just wanted to get it done.
Right.
No, I was so close. I sent mine in at the very last minute. I can't even. I'm amazed it showed up in time.
So it looks like you have an auxiliary blacklight show. That's cool.
Yeah, I was sitting upstairs. I was sitting on my stairs, and my mailman, he was like looking at me like I was crazy because I was waiting for his piece. Because I knew he was panicked. So I was like, oh, I really need to let him know that it's here.
Yeah, man, I've been tighter than a dolphin's asshole for like a day.
Nothing sucks worse than.
And you know what's funny? It actually told me today on my USPS informed delivery that it was arriving today, and I was like, it's here.
I love when that happens. Get an
Like,
invoice
it's
for
still
something
on,
I bought
like
3
arriving
weeks
today,
ago.
and I'm like,
Maybe they want to give me
Nothing
one.
this is from.
You know what I should do is take a screenshot of that and take it down there and be like, "Look, man, you guys delivered it late. I want my fucking money back." There's a guarantee on overnight delivery.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I know, and I actually like when it said it was today, and then it did show up on time. I was gonna text you like immediately saying, "But get your money back, get that money
Right.
back. You spent all that money." Because it's heavy. So this is his
Yeah,
beautiful
man.
piece.
There she is. There's my girl.
This bust is amazing. I'm gonna do this very slowly since it's like, on my knee. So don't mind me being on my knee. Sorry.
You're good.
Is it the good knee?
Yes.
Very cool. Very cool.
Someday
I just
you're
really-
gonna see how you do this marbling like shit.
That's not hard.
That's why I said someday you gotta show me. Because it looks like you've hydro dipped it like 16 different ways, and it's like insane.
I've got more secrets. Go to my Patreon. I'll tell you all about it.
Do you have a Patreon?
No, I don't have a Patreon.
So,
Yes.
you and Seth actually have sister pieces. So your piece and then your other piece go into Plastic Pizza Sisters, and he
Yep.
has the same. He has
Yeah, his divine.
his divine figure in red. Yeah, I
Dude.
thought that was really cool.
Dude, he did such a cool sculpt for her, and it came out so well. I've got to try to get both versions of it because he did a red and a black, was it?
Yeah.
Because she was the inspiration for Ursula in Disney's Little Mermaid, so Fett wanted to pay a little bit of homage to that. We have got so many of my Leviathan Collective members in this show. 7 of 9 of us are in this show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's cool.
Who am I missing? Saint
Saint and
and Mike.
Christ, who else? Trevor's in it. Fat Dad's is in it. I'm in it. Jen's in it. Dawn's in it. Zybot's in it.
Wow, did I just recruit you
Oh,
guys? Like,
no, it's Terrible Toy Works. Terrible Toy Works is the other.
okay, Rick, talk to me about this guy.
Well, so I took a Soundwave pattern, cut it out with the laser cutter, cut it out on a hardwood panel. Then I took another panel, painted out a rainbow pattern on it with the middle of the Soundwave to have a white highlight, but it's got a hexagonal pattern in it. So you zoom in close, you'll see like the hexagonal pattern is in the center of that, and then it glows like I wanted the Soundwave to glow outside the cut onto the hardboard panel. So we got a lot of extra painted effect outside the cut, and it is blacklight reactive like a motherfucker. And it's like, and I made 2 of them. One that the red starts in a little space thing, and then one that where the red starts on the red starts on yours on the small and or maybe maybe oh no, I painted it backwards. So like so it goes this way here, and on yours it goes that way. So like, and you can set it up to whether or not you want to hang it sideways or upside down. So like whatever your
It's
space.
Soundwave, so it's
Say
beautiful, man. I said it depends on which direction you want to. It's a Soundwave. It can really go any way you want. You can do a diagonal.
Right. So yeah. So hang it how it fits, Nicole. Yeah.
That's fair.
It's
Wow,
beautiful,
I had
Ricky.
myself muted this whole time.
I have
Vertical it is.
I have too much regular daylight coming in, where I can't shut off my lights and be able to show how much it glows. But yeah, it's bright as hell, and I'm pretty pleased with it. It's like it's a different method of doing paintings that have a repeatable matrix in it, so they're kind of like would be considered mono prints. And yeah, I really fucking like how it how it looks.
It's nuts, man. It's beautiful.
Thank you. So yeah, that's
So you've got two of them. One's at the show. What are you doing with the other one?
it either goes to sale on my store, or I'm taking it to the next local art convention or art fair that I go to here.
Right on.
I have.
Oh my god! I just noticed this.
What, the tear?
Yeah.
I killed somebody in prison.
Yeah. I mean, I could tell
when you said your honeycomb, I was like, what?
I could tell you everything.
I had it wrapped up in the blanket for so long that I was, like terrified to touch it until it came here. That I was like, I only thought briefly when he's like, look at my piece, and now I'm like, look at that.
There you go. Yeah, because I didn't show it off much at 5 Points because I didn't want. I would not have minded generating interest for it, but I didn't want to generate a sale for it until after the event. So
I appreciate that.
So yeah, just the idea.
I'm going to take a quick second just to apologize. I'm doing a lot of sitting back and leaning forward. I've got a bad back and it's acting up today. So if I'm leaning back and forward, I swear to Christ, I'm not drunk. I'm not hopped up. I just have a bad back.
We both do.
I mean, this whole show is used to me literally doing acrobatic work in order to comfortably on a regular desk chair.
You don't need to explain yourself. You're here to have a good time, and you're.
Oh yeah, but if you're watching the show and you're constantly seeing this over and over, it gets a little distracting.
Oh hell, I'm a fidgety fuck. So
Yeah.
If they're not used to me fidgeting around, sorry, you get twice as much today.
And for the most part, you see both of us getting up and running to go get something. Oh, we gotta go get. And then if his dog walks in, he's gotta go get Puka or Mewtwo or whoever walks in.
It's funny because me and Rick were chatting a little bit before you got here, and I sent him to go get the that 10 hunt piece that he's doing for me, if he wants to show it off later on or whatever. He's got his little earbuds in, so I could continue to talk to him as he just walked away into another room.
Yeah. It makes for the next conversation that I have with Alicia a little more awkward, but that's whatever. All right, so we got to see everybody's piece. So we're gonna kick into the segment really quick of what have you done lately. And whether or not it's just a pride piece or whatnot, we're all going to show off something what we've got in the cooking. So we'll let James go first, and I'll go last and make sure I share your 1000 piece.
Okay. Well, I've been really just focusing on these pride pieces because I put a lot of time and thought and energy into those. Mm-hmm. But when I was doing I did 2 busts for the Pride shows. There's a larger bust that's going to be at Zazzy's, and then the smaller bust is for Pride and Art. And that wasn't the original plan. The original plan was actually Mentos sent me 4 blank Jimmy donuts to do, and I was going to do those in all different colors according to the different flags for the LGBTQ plus community. And I sat down and started painting them, man, and they just weren't singing. It just didn't. I couldn't find what they were supposed to be. So I went to Plan B, which was to go online on Amazon and look for something weird to paint. And I came up with these really cool little anatomical skulls. If I can get it centered and still see it. I'm just kind of playing around with those.
The secret to showing stuff off when you're on a camera, you just hold it right in front of you. You're staring at the back of it, but because you're in
I was trying. I'm vain enough to want to be seen in every shot, though.
Yeah, it feels weird because you want to be to see if it
Engaging.
is. But if
Yep.
you put yourself if you put the toy between you and the camera, you will get it. You'll just nail
Yeah,
it.
it'll focus. It'll think
promise.
the toy's you.
But these actually came with a spring to attach the jaw to the rest of the
Okay.
skull. So I took that off and put it to the side. When I'm done with it, I'll put it back on. Here's where it gets fun, though. The skull cap comes off, too. So you get
Nice.
the inside of it as well. So you could use it for a little stash box if you wanted. Nothing huge, because it does have that hole like the bottom of your skull has.
Can hide your weed.
So-
in
So that's the most recent thing that I've done. Just dicking around with it, trying to see what I could do with these little skulls. I bought like 6 of them, so I'm gonna do a little series and see if anybody wants them or what. But that's the most recent thing, other than the Pride pieces
right on.
for me.
Oh, Chuleta?
I
Is
curated
that
the
it?
show.
Oh, you curated the show, but very cool.
No,
All
wait,
right,
hold
so
on.
I've been.
I actually have something. I'm not just being an ass. I'm not being just a sass ass. That's just part of my persona, obviously. Sass ass. You like that? Sass ass. Hopefully, I get the last thing because I'm going to be working tonight. I'm not going to lie. I'm not afraid of telling the truth. I'm trying to make a bite me cookie that's rainbow, but it's going to say bite me bitch. Because it's a little sassy. But I have, hopefully I can hold it.
Right.
I have what I'm calling the help me, what's the candy? Starburst. So I kept calling them Jolly Ranchers earlier. Starburst, mini bully trio.
Those are dope.
And then thank you. And they all glow really bright. And then the cookie if it's done. And then, a cure international. There was that. There was a lot of dealing with that shit. Especially because I've been like home by myself all week. So I'm just like, how am I going to carry the heavy things to my car?
But you persevered. You overcame,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm proud of you.
I actually kind of like suckered my neighbor Dave, who walks his dog Ozzy by my house to help me. Because I was like, hi, Ozzy. And he walked over, and Dave's actually from Philly. So I was like, I'll buy you cheesesteak if you carry this box to my car.
You can rob a man with food. It's the easiest way to get anything done.
I will expect if you tell a Philly man you'll bring him a cheesesteak, even if it's 3 hours old, they're like.
I've only ever had one real cheesesteak, and I don't even know if it's a real cheesesteak because I got it in New York outside of the Natural History Museum.
No.
Because I was a little disappointed, I'm going to be honest.
No, Alex took me to.
You can't get it. You gotta get it from Philly.
I guess I have to go to Philly to make that happen then.
No, Alex took me to get lobster steaks. And so it was just a cheesesteak, but it had like chunks of.
No, I got you, brother, and I'm in.
Crustacean on that. I don't remember where we were, but like we've gone twice. And had I stuck around Sunday, I probably would have taken the adventure to get a sandwich on. I fucking love sandwiches. Right. Like it's just like I have such a love affair.
Sandwich.
I have such a love affair with sandwiches. Like Jennifer has made some of the best sandwiches I've ever had.
But sandwiches are a source of pride for her too.
But her number 2 competitor was the dude that made my sandwiches every fucking night at 5 Points, because like Antonio on the corner bistro did an amazing job making me the most basic sandwiches.
Are you talking about the bodega that was at the corner?
Yeah.
I love you so much.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Like I just remember you coming up with that big ass sandwich. I was like, "Where'd you get that?" You're like, "Oh, the deli at the corner." Yeah.
I was like,
"No, Friday night. Friday night. My sandwich was amazing. Where the guy asked me what I wanted, and I was like, I just want a turkey or a club sandwich, and so he just took bacon, turkey, mayonnaise and lettuce, and put it on a hoagie. But he put more bacon than turkey on this thing. And not to say there wasn't a lot of turkey, because there was, but there was way more bacon than anything else. And I ate this thing and fell in love with the man all in one night.
I was gonna say, it sounds like you fell in love that night. You'll never forget the sandwich or that man.
God damn! And I am just like,
wait, so you call it a hoagie? What do you?
No, he called the roll a hoagie himself, and that's what I identified.
You call it. Aaron calls it a grinder. You called it a. What do you call a sandwich where you're at, Rick?
It's a sub.
I call it a sandwich. Like all sandwiches are
like hoagie, wet. Like, you know what I'm saying? What do you call it? Like,
yeah, I know. And I call it a sandwich.
I fucking hate you. Okay, so Rick is a sandwich.
Ask me the same question 3 times. I'm going to give you the same freaking answer. It's a sandwich. A hot dog is a sandwich, and so is a hamburger.
A hot dog is a sandwich. Is fucking soup cereal to you too, or what?
Yes. No, cereal soup.
Because it's cold. Like.
Well, then that's gazpacho.
Well, you can eat cold soup. There's cold soups. Right.
Yeah, gazpacho.
I don't touch that.
Mr. Fucking Big Brain.
I don't touch that hippie shit.
Mr. I got an answer for everything.
Soup's got to be warm, man.
I'm an educator. I'm going to educate you.
Soup's got to be warm.
So you call it a hoagie. He calls it a grinder. You call it a sandwich. We call it a wedge, like where I'm from.
That's ridiculous.
Okay,
that's the most ridiculous thing I've heard all day.
Was exactly but if I ask
you,
said.
But if I ask you for a sandwich, which it is, if I ask you for a sandwich, you know what I'm talking about. If you call it a wedge, I'm going to give you a block of cheese. Or a block of wood.
No, if you said to me where I'm from, if you said I want a sandwich, I'd be like, I'd give you a roll.
Okay. Would it have meat?
So what do you call a flatbread sandwich where you're from, Nicole? If a sandwich to you comes on a roll, so it's all a sandwich to you, but the bread makes a difference. That's the distinction here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will for the most part, like, and where I'm from, if you like order like a wedge or a sub, whatever, you have to say,
stop using that silly ass word. It doesn't have any meaning in the real world. Stop it.
Wedge, there's no word. Like, you have to sit there and like ask. You have to tell them like on a roll or on a wedge. And then, like, if you want it on regular bread, you have to like act like they assume that you want it on a roll unless you say a wedge. And if you want regular bread, you have to like actually ask for regular bread.
So you have to single yourself out as the loser that wants the regular bread, is what you're telling me. You have to be like, I'm the asshole that wants the regular bread.
Yeah.
You have to separate yourself from the rest of society to get the sandwich that you want. That's what you're saying to me.
But then the best burger in the state of Connecticut is
you'll eat alone
in Connecticut, and it's on bread. That's not even on a roll. That's on bread too. So yeah. Who the hell just came on here saying repent, Jesus loves you?
Apparently his name is Ari.
Somebody who's
and it's probably my fault, to be honest.
Nope. Like, it's what happens sometimes. And
I said fuck, and my name has the devil in it. This happens every once in a while.
I said bitch basket, so I think we're all good.
There's always some suck ass that wants to ruin it for everybody.
We've kicked out only one person before. We've never we've been good with having like
we've been pretty we've been pretty lucky with spammers or whatever, and like whatever, you know. Cool. I'm loved. All right. So I want to share the hammer hood that I just finished that I've not put up online yet, because eventually. So we got.
While you do that, I got to run downstairs before he locks the gallery. Is the gallery still open?
I put the clothes on, but I didn't lock it.
No, I just need to come down and get some there.
All right. So I've got the hammer hood produced by Martian Toys, designed by 1000, commissioned by
my state mate
over there. So yeah, so like I'm gonna change the light.
It's up there somewhere.
See if I can.
This thing is absolutely sick, man.
All right, so let's take a look at what we got here. All right, we're a little dimmed, so we got a little more definition, I think.
I'm gonna cover that.
Trying to bounce the light off of that. All right, so here we are. We got this dude. Let's see. Let's just go over what I've done to it and go from there and fight the lighting. So let's see. Gave him a black hoodie,
Of course.
and I went for as flat a black as I could, and I put a badass racing stripe, it's neon as fuck, on as an asymmetrical design element, and one eye has got that too, and it has a scale pattern in the stripe as well. Oh, there we go. And let's see. So I put the same conceptual racing stripes on both sides on the wings. So we got boom there, boom there. On the back side, it's got that. On the side sleeves, it has heart and crossbones. I guess I should have done an upside down cross for you, huh?
We're good, man. Don't worry about it.
I did not think about that. The little elbow pad I made as hazard stripes. Let's see. We're going to comb over all the details. So I went with a really pale, ghostly blue skin tone for the character itself to give it a dead look, but not like
Zombie.
Yeah, not a juicy look. So more spectral than undead.
Think Korean supernatural film. Yeah.
Yeah. And like I thought with the white mask that the black eyes would really just help with the contrast to make it all pop.
Yeah, man.
Let's see. In the hoodie, I did the same thing with Jen's, and I really dig it. I made the hoodie, the kangaroo pocket, its own little scene.
Yeah.
Because Jen got I put an aquarium scene in hers, and I got a little dude looking through the window on yours. And I like the idea of treating that as its own little like miniature place for something fun to do. And I think all the Hammer hoodies are going to have some kind of fun element in there. And then let's see, I faded so I don't know. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes, when imagining what other designers do for their stuff, it's like, I may or may not have the right idea of how they do their clothing. So to me, like I did this all as one suit. So it's got the same treatment that he's got the track suit underneath the black hoodie. So the arms and legs are treated the same, with a really nice blend from orange to blue, and it beefs up the contrast. I think with the orange coming up from the top, it helps elevate this guy and gives it a extra sense of lift, especially with the green soles. That helps lift it up. And then
he looks fast, man. He looks fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You ever see something that you sit on a desk and it just looks like it should be fast? That's that girl right there, man.
Well, thank you. And then I like the little badge on the top front. It's got a drip. It's got an eye. I put a bunch of eyeballs on this because I do like painting eyes in places that don't belong. So I had this one melting off the badge so you could see like. Yeah, you can see how that's melting down.
Yep.
And then like the badges on the tongues are set up to be eyeballs. There's albino eyes on the sides of the shoes. The back panel has more eyeballs. The eyes from the little demon dude.
I'm surprised you didn't do a bunch of eyeballs on the shoestrings, bro.
Well, I saw that last night and I was like, oh, missed opportunity. So then the eyes on the hoodie itself, I painted to look like jewels on both sides.
I couldn't see that like face on with the eyes in the pictures that you sent me.
Right on.
That's dope as shit. I really like that.
Thank you. And then let's see. And then the backpack. So like that whole Inception thing we were talking before we went live, I went with I was talking about some other Inception piece, and I was like, I want either it to look like the father-son adventure time, or like I just put the thing inside a thing to just
inside the thing. Yeah.
So there we go with the big one in the little pouch. I really dig out. Hey, cool. Oh, somebody.
Somebody's knocking.
And then
I don't know how
finally,
to back me out. Anyways,
on the teeth itself, I ended up going with a more fossilized look of the or bony look of the teeth to help frame out all that blue with
Right.
with a more earth tone vibe to it. And yeah, I'm super stoked the way this came out. This is awesome.
I'll tell you what, dude. When you sent me the pictures for it, I saw all the details, and it's glorious. All this glorious detail everywhere. But the thing that drew me right away was the shark teeth. Yeah,
Right
they're
on.
so well done. They look just like you would imagine a great white shark's teeth to look.
Thank
You know what I
you.
mean? It looks like it's got texture to it, like almost like
it
a
does.
terracotta. You know?
It does. It does a little. But yeah. All right. And then I ended up so like James and one other guy ended up having to be like, I had to put a couple of toys on hold before 5 points. And so yeah, so I finished all of them up like this week. And then I don't remember the platform name on this one. Terrible Whore. And so
Oh, I can see how you could forget it.
so yeah, so this was sent to me because the guy wanted me to paint it in detail, paint the details.
You are the detail king.
Thank you. So like it did not really take shape until I ended up getting those eyes in last night. And then I was like,
That sculpt is
looking
fucking
at
sick.
me. Yeah, it reminds me of one of the muscle toys from when I was a kid because there was a hand dude,
Yep.
but this is just taken to a different level, and I really appreciate it. Like, I got painted the eyes they make me think of the Majora's Mask from Legend of Zelda, but yeah.
Now,
then I painted the triangle. Thank you. I painted that to look like skin, so it's just like ripped off and put elsewhere. And then finally, I ended up having this guy that I need to put the eyes in late out when we're done with the show. But this was also sent to me to bring out details, and so that's
you did the job, bro. Holy shit!
Thank you. So I think it looks like let's see who did this. This is by Boda Studios. And I think it looks like an axolotl and a snapping
100%.
turtle had a baby, and not a very happy one either. But yeah, like there's so much there. Like I started out with the body color and just faded it out with a pale yellow to the.
It looks like a fucking Pokemon.
It does.
You are a Pokemon.
But yeah, and I'm super pleased with the way that came out. So by tonight, I'll have it wrapped up or finished up, and everything gets mailed out Monday. And yeah, so if I could have timed this better, I would have been able. I should have been able to have yours in hand so you could unbox it during the show.
Oh well,
Yeah,
this was
you
just
know what?
good.
You or him showing me led to me wanting a custom.
So like the next idea, or the next one I have primed, I want to paint as much like Merman from the Masters of the Universe as humanly possible. So
right on. Shit.
Yeah, so we'll see how far where that goes.
When I showed Rick the screenshot of you like showing me the custom, he goes, "Ta-da!" That's all he could say to me was, "Ta-da!"
That's me.
Because I always say to him, I always say stupid shit like, like, "Oh, why don't you show me?" And he'll be like, "I'll show you everything." Okay, I also forgot to show this.
Oh, there she goes. She's gone.
Yeah, but she probably went onto her phone to look at something, and because you leave the window, Melon boots you out. But that's just the way Melon is. But Melon is very easy as well. So that's
man. For me, for it to be that easy for me to get onto anything is unthinkable. Everything is complicated.
It's the only reason I'm doing this show on the way we do it now is just because this makes it so easy.
Well, I was talking about the Leviathan Collective earlier, and we're wanting to do like a monthly show, and we're trying to debate between YouTube and Twitch, or just keeping it on Instagram or whatever. It looks like we're probably going to go to Twitch, but what do you think about YouTube? Do you like using it, or?
I don't like. I don't complain. I've never used Twitch, so the like I don't I can't complain really. I know that their algorithms, favor the popular instead of just like um
Well, that's gonna be the
so
same
like
just about anywhere.
yeah. So if the algorithm favors the popular, and that's about as much as I can tell you. Like
Sure.
I don't know what video I will ever do that'll go viral, but goddamn, I don't want it to be a blooper.
It's the only one that will, man.
So like
Unless you can catch something really rare on film or yourself falling down the stairs, chances are slim.
right. Or like, and I have another channel where I do a lot of like time lapse stuff or just whatever
That's dope. didn't know.
whatever painting processes are, and I don't update it as often as I would like, because like I might put a video up every month, but on that one I also do like some more tips and tricks, and one of my more watched videos is just how to avoid spilling shit. Um, because like on some of the other painter communities that I'm on, people will bitch about the inkwell designs from other people, and they'll take pictures of like when they spill their shit, and so they can be on a club. They can be like, "Well, I spilled my shit club," and it pisses me off. It's like, one, like, just don't take a picture of that and try and save it, and two, like 3 pieces of masking tape would have prevented that, no problem. So
But these are the kids that ate the glue, man.
right.
Like in
So like,
kindergarten.
I mean, like if like when you have people on in your face on in whatever social media feed, and they're like, "Oh no, I spilled my milk." It's like, fuck, you're wasting precious time to not clean that shit up. Um, or when people like they show their severed finger, and it's like, come on, man. Why did you stop to take a picture of it instead of render aid to yourself? That's just
Because it's
it
cool.
it boggles my mind. Like that's time that you could be like
That's
trying
like
to save your
those
severed
are
finger.
like those shock videos. It's like those shock videos, or not shock videos, like those reaction videos, and like all the content that they get for those. It's like you only have that because people are fucking idiots and go, "Hold on, you really need to go catch Eric cracking his leg open because you know it's about to happen." Like you know he's about to do something, so you're waiting for, you're like, sitting behind your phone like this, waiting for something to snap and get something like, or whatever the fuck dumb shit, and then you're like, oh, reaction video for someone to pick up on or from Reddit, and then all of a sudden I'm YouTube famous, and it's like, dude, you literally broke your arm.
Nope.
Hey, you have to suffer for your art, Nicole. Don't you know?
Yeah, come on, dude.
Okay, so before my phone told me to go fuck myself because I don't think it likes me running up and down. Like every time I start going, like if I'm up here, it's fine. If I stay down there, it's fine. But if I start going like boom, 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 it's like no.
Your phone likes to exercise less than I do.
Hold on, let me make this to where it is.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
No,
it's oh yes.
Oh yeah.
It's Macho Man.
Oh
yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah. So this is Macho Man by Bird Brain. Wow.
Bird Brain.
I'm terrible when
I love that guy, man. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
He goes to me, which one? Because I guess the other one's going to Zazzy's or whatever, and he was like, "Which one do you want, 1 or 2?" I was like, 1, dumbass, on the first show. What the fuck? And he was like, "That's true." And I'm like, what kind of fucking question is that? Like if someone said to you, unless there's like a lucky number, if someone says, "Do you want the first or second?" Who says I want the other, like the second? Like, most people,
Right.
most collectors are like, "Ooh, 1."
It's that perceived value bullshit, man. Well, it's the first one.
You tell everybody that.
So-
You tell everybody my painting is the first. The one you have is the first of the edition of 20.
You didn't sign it.
I didn't sign mine
No,
either.
I almost never do.
I meant to. I just completely fucking forgot.
I
You know,
always,
for the
I
first year of my career, I forgot every single piece.
Dude, when I started doing it, I felt like such an asshole. Like, I'm gonna sign this. Like, who the fuck am I? Excuse me while I sign my artistic piece for you.
no,
I'm
I
gonna be as
typically
pretentious
sign
as possible.
when I'm at cons. I typically sign them there when people buy them, so it's proof of
That's cool.
purchase.
They can ask
So,
for
like,
it.
well, no, but it's like I will like, oh, you're wanting this, let me sign it for you, and it's my last fail safe before to say that, that to make sure that it isn't a stolen piece,
Sure.
So like, if you, oh, I bought this, well, I didn't fucking sign it, so yeah, but
See, like, I
it
understand
is
how,
what-
like, when what's his name, like when Hot Actor, Fifth Turtle Lake, when they do their resins, they don't sign all of them unless you ask. But I feel like with customs, signing it is on this production, on this product, like also
I heard exactly none of that.
yeah, dude, you went Charlie Brown glitch.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Sorry.
Oh, now
Total
you're back.
Charlie
There you
Brown
are.
glitch.
It doesn't like where I am, huh?
You're okay right now.
Probably
Just
not.
don't move from where you're at.
Don't do
But
this.
Mark, put your fucking
Don't
left foot
do
up.
this.
Put your right hand in your pocket.
Hold the phone in this
technology,
very
man.
exact position, regardless if your hand hurts.
I don't care if you get a cramp. I hope you ate a banana today.
Do you know what's annoying about that? My stepdad, every fucking time I go upstairs to have coffee with him in the morning, he tries to give me a fucking banana because I used to get Charlie horses.
I hate
And I'm
bananas.
fucking damn near 33, and that man still remembers that. So he'll be like, banana. And I said to him, no, I don't want one today. And now I'm like,
See?
I should text him and be like, guess what? I needed a banana.
Really could have used that little bit of potassium.
Yeah.
Now I feel kind
You
of
don't
dumb.
like bananas?
Now, dude, I'll eat the rare banana, like the fruit, but don't give me fucking banana bread. I don't want any kind of banana dessert, no banana splits. If I'm going to eat a banana, I'm going to eat a banana.
My wife makes amazing banana bread.
I was about to say, I make some fucking, like, I got a blue ribbon at a county fair for banana bread. And don't test Alicia and I over here.
And we make banana cordials for Christmas too. So
To be fair,
I want one this year.
I tried zucchini bread last year for the first time, and it's got to be along the same lines, right? So maybe as an adult,
better.
maybe I'll develop the taste for banana bread. I doubt it, but it could happen.
Tastes
No,
better.
zucchini bread tastes like nutmeg and like garbage.
Maybe
Nutmeg and herb.
here's what you need to bridge the gap. You need to see if Crystal Lake Confections will make like some banana bread
There you go.
cookie thing.
Where's Jason when you need him, man? Fuck.
Well, yeah. Or okay.
You know what's gonna happen now is because Devil's Nuts coming out to New York next week, so my ass is gonna be making some banana bread. I think when I can.
There you go. Ooh, what takes you to New
He
York?
just shows up with random banana bread here. Thank
What
you.
brings- What brings you to New York next week?
I am in the Zazzy's Pride show as well, so I'm going to be going for a little, not a vacation, but there's a lot of anniversaries wrapped up in that little trip, so it's a nice little personal thing for me. So
Sure.
it'll be a good time.
That's rad.
The heart's too low for that, but you know what that's for. So
So you can do this, and then there you go. So you can make a C, and everybody makes a circle, and then yeah. So then it looks like the Special Olympics, and then yeah, it's all good. All right. So
As long
okay,
as I get to do the shot put, we're all good.
Zazzy's show next week or Plastic Pizzas with Zazzy's show for Pride.
My house is actually the northeast storage location for Plastic Pizza. My My house has 3 display towers in the hallway, and my mailman, when
Hates
he
you.
delivered your box, huh?
I said your mailman hates you.
Oh no, okay, so when he delivered your box, he was like, okay, I gotta ask you, do you just buy a lot of shit? And I was like, no. And like this is I'm hosting an
Are you
art
weird?
show. He goes, okay, but I also have a question. What is your name? And I was like, Nicole. And he goes, okay, because I get Nicole Alexandra, Nicole, I'm not saying my last name. Nicole, I get Matt Hattress LLC. He's like, and now today I have a plastic. Well, I've had a few plastic pizzas, but I have a plastic pizza. And I'm like, at this point, just assume yes.
It's better than having to explain that we all have pirate names to him.
Right, I'm all of them because they're not going to be home before Zazzy, so like my house is the closest one.
Awfully nice of you. Are you charging him rent? I would.
No, it's hilarious. I have to bring everything down Friday, and then I have to teach the kids at 8:00 in the morning Saturday, and then I have to go down Saturday to hang out with you guys, and then I have to go back, and then I have to teach the kids again at 8:00 in the morning Sunday, and then I have to drive back down to New York.
Wow.
Sounds like a fun weekend, Nicole. You'll have a lot of fun, I'm sure.
So
Lot of fun.
if you see me with like. Oh, sorry, I muted myself because I don't know what Aaron just yelled. If you see me with like my bags like down to here and tears in my eyes, and if my eyes are super red and I haven't smoked, you'll know.
So what you're telling me is that there will be no Korean barbecue this trip? Okay.
Oh, bitch,
All right.
yeah, we having Korean barbecue. We are still doing that.
That's the best barbecue of my life.
So what's funny? Rick is the other person who I've brought on to this. Rick and Aaron, they're the other people who and Bean, they're the other people who I've like brought on to this love of this specific restaurant.
It's fucking awesome, man. It's delicious. It's some of the best shit I've ever had in my whole life.
Yeah.
Plus, I got to what's up?
I was gonna say, do you know how for Rick, he's the one I was worried about, like making sure he liked the food. I was like the whole
Why?
no,
Like I've had it before.
no, because I had to pick the restaurant in general. I was just worried that I was going to pick a bad restaurant. And Rick goes, "You did a good job." And I swear to God, my heart went.
Yeah,
It was like Dad told me you did a good job. I'm proud of you.
The rule is if you pick a bad place, you lose the power of choice. It's just like,
forever.
And I learned so
it can run a circuit. I'm like, never take some.
Jim got to meet, or not meet. He got to sit behind Leif Schreiber.
No, actually, wow. What was his wife's or his ex-wife's name? It was Naomi Watts. Who was like, I would have had if I had to go take a piss, I had been like, "Excuse me, could you scoot in so I could get up?" And then like they were there for their kid's 14th birthday or some shit. And we all sang "Happy Birthday" to Leif Schreiber's kid. It was awesome. And I was leaving for home the next day, like in the morning, and it was the perfect way to end my trip, man. And Korean barbecue with Matt Hattress, Lost in Creative, and Donner Don't Care. I got to see like 2 real celebrities. I got to sing "Happy Birthday" to a celebrity's kid. I had Korean barbecue. It was awesome.
And you also got to experience the infamous Nicole walk.
I was gonna say it was only like 90 blocks to dinner, so it was just a light jaunt. I know the perfect Korean barbecue place. Let's walk.
I wish Aaron was up here so he could hear how far I made you walk. Because when I told my father that, because like my father's from New York, when I told him that shit at like the day after, he was like, "No, you didn't." Like he looked at me like as if I was the cruelest human being. And Devil's not over here. He's just as bad. Yeah, you're just as bad, please. Because I said to him, I turned at one point and I like looking at the GPS and I go, "Do you think we should have Ubered?" And he was like, "No, just don't tell them. Keep walking." And we just kept walking. And at one point, Donner goes, where is this place? And I was like, shit, I caught on. and Lost in Creative, the poor California boy, he's like this, like in his coat, like
Right. I think I had shorts on. Didn't I? Was I wearing shorts? It's like, come on, dude. It's fucking. It's the Northeast. You'll be fine.
I said to Donna, I was like, "You're from Jersey. What do you act like you don't know how far this was in New York? Like, you should have known better." If I say it's 10 blocks, 10 city blocks is like a mile and a half. Like,
you know that cliche of like the new kid in town. He like gets off the bus and he's got a hay straw in his mouth and he's looking around at the big city. That's kind of like how I feel every time I go to New York. So I didn't mind walking 90 blocks because I got to look around wide-eyed, stupid. You know, so I had a good time, and that was may have been the best night of the whole trip. I had such a good time.
I'm sorry, but the next not the next day, but it was before that when Skidoo's got the pictures of me like with my blanket on when I was so fucking cold at Zazzy's. Me and my hobo pictures.
Dude,
Rick needs to be around for those kind of nights because the Zazzy nights are so much chiller than a very loud convention night at High Point.
Well, I think this one is actually at the other location too. In case anybody is watching is going, it's actually at the Greenwich Avenue location instead of the Orchard Street location. So keep that in mind.
Does that mean it's easier to park?
I would guess no.
It's not. I just thought about what street you said.
Greenwich Avenue, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the next time we have a toy convention in the Twin Cities, we can use my house as a hangout location.
I'm almost there anyway, so.
Yeah. I was told of some event in Chicago. I don't remember who was. I don't remember
the UVD event.
Maybe. Like, I don't remember who. I was going to like, oh, I need to track that down the next day or two. And because I'm like, Chicago's only 5-6 hours from me, depending on.
Man, I've been to Chicago quite a few times. I hate that fucking town, man. I can't stand Chicago.
So I hate going through it, and you almost have to go to get to the East Coast from where I am. Except I found a very wonderful way around, which adds 30 miles, but I never fucking stop. And that's the best thing. So like it beats being dead stop in the middle of Chicago. But like
Chicago, the only place I've ever been where you can drive for like 4 or 5 miles next to the freeway on what should be like a service road.
Houston.
But that never connects to the fucking freeway.
Houston is like that too. It's pretty dreadful. But no, like you have some cool stuff in Chicago. Like Gallery F's there.
There's all kinds of cool shit in Chicago, but the town itself kind of sucks.
Kind of does. But like,
well, that's like Boston.
7 years ago, we went to did a little weekend getaway there, and 75% of our eating choices were Anthony Bourdain recommendations, and that was amazing. And then like the other 25% was us kind of being on our own, and we batted 500 on that. But like any place we went that was like Anthony Bourdain, like will go to like the bodega if he finds a good bodega that'll make a sandwich.
I used to be a big Bourdain fan.
Doesn't always have to be like the hoity-toity places, which was one of the reasons. Like I was like, let's use his recommendations because he also understands what it's like if you're not going to throw tons of money at the problem. And we ended up at a pizza place that was not a deep dish facility, and it was amazing. And it seemed like the time when we went there, we timed it beautifully, serendipitously, because by the time we sat down after getting our order, that's when the epic rush of people just showed up out of nowhere. And I was like, oh, look at that. We got our order, we got a place to sit, we got a beer, and there's all the fucking people right behind us.
That's what happened at the Korean barbecue too with us. Like we sat down and all of a sudden it started getting real packed.
Yeah.
Like.
Perfect timing, man. It couldn't have been any better.
So that's been like that one little hack of just looking up Bourdain's recommendation seems to be like pretty solid
Legit.
if I go someplace that I'm not terribly familiar with.
I used to
Yeah.
trace the diners, drive-ins, and dives like if I would go to like a new city, and like one of the first times I came here as an adult, I did like it was a Food Network app where like it showed you where places went, and I was
Oh.
doing diners, dives, that, and they had this place. It still exists, but the food doesn't. They made cheesesteak empanadas with a beer sauce, and it was so good. And I came here one time, like I was at Martian, and I called to order, and they were like, "Oh, we only make chorizo empanadas," and I was like,
You could feel your heart crack a little bit.
because I had like it was like a thing where every time I came here, I made sure I got it, and like it was like 3 or 4 years at that point. All of a sudden, there was
Yeah. That's why you have to treasure those times when you have them, man.
When I go south to see my mom, I always go through Albuquerque, and there's two places I got to eat at. Like, presumably one when I'm going and one when I'm leaving, and they're just amazing places to get Mexican food. And it's like, and the Mexican food there is not like any place else in the country. So
It's actual Mexican food.
Yes, but you have Hatch, New Mexico, about 2 hours away from there. So you have all the green chilies that are from there, and Albuquerque is pretty much the first stop to get fresh chilies all the time. So it's really nice. And since Hatch, New Mexico is the only place in the world that these chilies grow in, what you get is what you get. And unfortunately, that might be a dying business someday.
Nah, I doubt it.
There are other crops they can grow there cheaper. So
sure, but if the demand's there and they can raise the price a little, you know what I mean? People love that like tiny niche shit that nobody else really gets. That really regional, local stuff.
I grew ají peppers for if anybody's ever had lomo saltado, which is a Peruvian dish. They make ají sauce with it, and you need to use ají peppers. I grew an entire like bush full of shit one year, and I sold it to a food truck that was nearby my house, and it was a 4-pound bag for $100.
Nice.
Because apparently fresh like that, like fresh grown is like it's unheard of because it's all imported. So like when they like they asked specifically, they were like, can we get them before they turn orange? Can we have orange? They like asked for different parts of like the process. So they paid me like literally $100 for like, because a pound of it is like a massive freezer bag each.
Yeah.
So like because they're about this tall, and they're like this skinny. They're very skinny and like long. So like it's a big ass bag, and that was the best year ever.
It's more lucrative than weed.
Nowadays, yeah. Well, no, in my state, probably not. Someone called the cops, they try to call the cops. They said to me that I couldn't grow like in my yard because they saw my plant, and I was like, yes, I can, man. Like,
I will see. All right, so we have been here for over an hour. We're gonna cut it short. Cut it.
Boozing is.
Yep. Boozing buddies in a few minutes. So I'm gonna say thank you to everybody watching. I'm gonna say thanks to Devil's Knot for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So glad you were able to grab us. Thank you. It was fun to. It was fun to chit chat with you. It was nice to see your piece. It's nice to see It's nice to see get a sneak peek, Nicole. I did not anticipate that.
Thank you for that.
That's very cool. So we'll go around the table and visitors first. Tell the good folks on in the internet where they can find you.
Well, I'm mainly at Devil's Knot on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook under Jim Ibershoff. James Nicholas Ibershoff on Facebook. When my father was alive, he was James Ibershoff as well, and he got pissed because I was using Jim, so I just used my full fucking name to piss him off. There, now nobody can mistake us. They know who's who. Are you happy?
Made your dad happy. There you go.
And
All right.
that's all it takes, man. He was a happy man.
Perfect. All right, Chuleta,
But-
where can people? Oh, didn't mean to interrupt
oh,
you.
Oh no, you're good.
No,
All right,
you can
uh,
find. You can also find Devil's Knot. Here tomorrow. Next
Right.
week at Zazzy's. Come on, keep going, Jim. What the fuck?
After that, you can also find me. I'm part of what's called the Leviathan Collective. You can find that on Instagram. It's _Leviathan_collective. A lot of our artists are in the show tomorrow. Pride in Art too. I'm really proud to have that level of participation from our group. That's fucking awesome, and I'm proud of
And I didn't
all
even
of them.
realize it, so that makes me
Yeah,
happy.
man. I didn't even think about it until today. Trevor brought it up, and it's stunning. But
You should just
I
tell
could have
people,
asked.
like, as a part of your thing, that it was a cult move.
Yeah, there you go. But beyond that, we're gonna do a Halloween custom show this year through the collective. Details on that will be forthcoming. But after Zazzy's, man, I don't have anything lined up. No shows. I do have one thing in the pipeline with an unnamed artist that everybody knows, and I will be talking about that pretty soon here. Other than that, if there's any artists out there that want to collaborate, hit me up. Probably do something fun. And thanks for having me, you guys. I had a ton of fun. This was fucking awesome.
I know something. Jim knows that I'm not telling anyone. No.
All right, Nicole, tell people where they can find you because you can't tell that.
Here. Literally, and when I say here, I don't mean like, usually when I say here, I mean here on Pain Club, or I say here, but yes, literally here on Pain Club, here on Instagram at this, but here at Martian Toys Mothership Gallery tomorrow at 1:00 for Pride and Art Dos.
Very
And I am so fucking proud of, like, I mean, I said it in the group chat 1,000 times, but, like, gonna say it publicly. I'm so fucking proud of you guys. Like, this shit is gonna kick ass, and the charities are gonna make so much money because of us. And like, that's all I want. And I should talk about those charities, but they're they're all good causes. One's local to Philly, that helps like kids who don't have places to go and do things, like who are in the LGBTQ community and not necessarily have a good place, like a home to deal with things. And it's a community center. One is it's called, and I'm terrible because I know all of the names, but I'm very tired. One is for elderly LGBTQ community members who, like when the straight community and the hetero community, go into like nursing homes and stuff, they have it a lot easier than the LGBTQ community would. So that helps with that. And then one is for, as I always try, to help with the arts in the LGBTQ community. So we got the 3 that we're going to split between. And last time we raised like over $10,000. So I'm so excited for this year.
I think you're going to beat that this year, easy. Just from the shit that I've seen that people are bringing, I think you got that locked up.
Very cool. All right. And I am Rick Stroh on Instagram and on the web and here. And
wait,
Rick
Jim, you
Stroh
got to
on
do it with me.
YouTube. Yeah.
You got to get close and do the arm.
Oh, no. So we got to go this way. There you go. Raise your arm up. More.
No, the other way. The other way.
There you go.
The other way.
And up
The other
higher.
way.
There you go.
Oh, I
And-
see what we're doing here. Okay. All right, I got you.
Now we have like the arm centipede. And
And him and I
All right,
both
cool.
have such tattooed arms that it kind of looked like it was a melding of our like sleeves.
so Rick
An
Stroh-
unholy marriage.
All right. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. Everybody go watch Boozin' Buddies and yeah, see you in May. Or no, see you in
Peace, y'all.
July. Jesus Christ. See you in July. Good night, everybody.
Night, guys.
Like, yeah. You okay?
Yeah, I just